Welcome to Pure Soul Alchemy with Gabriella. I'm Gabriella Espinosa, life change catalyst and creator of Pure Soul Alchemy. I'll be taking us through a shamanic soul realignment process for the next 30 minutes. So find a nice, comfortable place where you can lay down, relax, and receive this session. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of channeled shamanic healing technologies which restructure your creator source grid. Transformative operations and procedures are enacted for you while you comfortably relax. Through my perception and vocalization of the inner energetic grid, we are opened in ways which allow these technologies to come into our physical reality and enact change on our behalf. There will be quite a few moments of silence as I am delivering these processes. Simply rest into the silence during these times and receive the healing energies. Don't focus too much on what is being said. Relax and let the transmission come through and work on you. It's quite helpful to go back and listen again repeatedly to deepen the effects of today's session and take our healing further. Today's show is a shamanic healing session to heal jealousy and envy. These two emotions arise when there is a deep unconscious erroneous belief that there is a basic lack within the self. They also arise because we have an erroneous mental picture that our lives and our persona should be different than what they are. These get enmeshed with our inner child woundings. Having jealous feelings about another person is merely a survival instinctual attempt to protect our delicate psyche from our deeper pain. Wanting what we believe we don't have or must have in order to be happy is a vicious cycle. The answer is in clearing the path to our understanding that everything that we need is already within ourselves. In this session, we will heal our erroneous mental pictures that tell us that we and our lives are deficient and need something to change on the outside in order for us to finally be happy. And we will implement substantial healing for our inner child of erroneous beliefs that we are inherently deficient. We will help him or her recognize what is already there, our golden infinity essence. So I receive the healing points prior to our session. They're channeled in, and there's quite a lot of them today. We have quite a bit to do, but we always seem to manage to get it all in. So I'm just going to read a few of them right now. So healing point number 1, harvesting the gold within. Number 2, inner child trauma resolution. Number 3, healing and remediating jealousy and envy as decoys. These is when they are used as substitution for knowing where our pain comes from. It's basically an avoidance of pain tactic that is almost automatic. And number 4, healing the pain and byproducts that comes from jealousy and envy. And this includes shame, guilt, and then the isolation that is caused from us having these feelings towards other people. So we're going to begin now. Now settle into your stillness. Fall into your natural deep breathing rhythm. Bring into your awareness, into your heart. Bring into your pelvic bowl your willingness to reestablish a renewed connection with your true golden self. Restoring belief in your deeper self. Restoring the belief that this golden infinity self will inform you of your life path. So much so that it is crystal clear in your mind and your heart. Rest in the knowing that there is only one clear direction for you. And this golden infinity self illuminates the way. You merely have to sink into this place in yourself, and it immediately lights the way. Witness your inner self making a firm commitment to this stronghold within. Feel the new bond, this new relationship within, strengthening, restoring you to that deeper part of you which you thought was lost but was only forgotten until now. See the old distractions crumbling away. Illusions, delusions crumbling away. Rest now in the knowing that you are held by Spirit at all times, and that your relationship with your golden infinity self is now undergoing a renewal and a strengthening. Let that take hold in your sight, in your heart, and in your life as we go through our session. So we're connecting with our divine physical and non-physical intelligence to align completely with our own core essence, aligning with the fundamental and essential aspects of ourselves, aligning with the earth, the sun, the moon, with our own Mother or Father God self, our own inherent Creator self, and our right placement in the universe. The purest healing source within us is our own deepest aspect. We agree to serve as our own healing agent and to serve from and as our own ultimate inner counsel, the all that I am. Great, so right off the bat, we're going to begin by healing and implementing inner child trauma resolution. So we're going to do a little bit of facing and healing battle scars within. These battle scars come from many different places. Okay, so we're making contact with our inner child resources. An ability to perceive and discern where there has been pain inflicted, trauma being held at a standstill, and rejuvenating the psychic bonds between our higher self and our inner child for clear trauma resolution to take hold. Right, so we are awakening consciousness for ourselves, for our inner child, so that we all may begin realizing the mental trap of delaying the inevitable reconciliation with our pain, and awakening true understanding of our golden opportunity to recapture the fortuitous blending of our divine self with our knowing ourselves beyond our masks of limitations and the psychological traumas underpinning these limitations, perception of limitations, I should say. All right, so we're going to do a clearing of perceptual greed and need. Healing tactics designed to keep our trauma and woundings at bay, thus allowing our own psyche to undergo the healing transformations of these traumas and bring in the learnings, lessons to the forefront of our consciousness. These are the lessons incurred from the traumas that in hiding the pain, we've been hiding these lessons, these gems of awareness and understandings. Healing the psychological cycle of avoidance. Healing the psychological cycle of avoiding pain, trauma at all costs, even the misperception, the expectation of pain in the future. Great. So we're going to go on to healing point number 2. For number 1, harvesting the gold within. Great. So we're going to begin remediating the covering up of our true nature. And this, which you can, the mindset with this covering up was, if we hide the target, we won't get hit. However, we're so good at it that we've hidden the target. We've hidden our true nature from ourselves. Bringing in higher self-wisdom. Recapturing our strengths. All right, we're going to do a little bit of work on restoring visibility to ourselves. Restoring ourselves as visible human beings. And let's go ahead and bring in an Orsoma bottle. This one is Orsoma bottle number 41, Gold Over Gold. This one is called El Dorado. It's also called the Wisdom Bottle. So we're bringing in the energetic healing support, creating an energetic infusion from the essence of this bottle. I'm going to read a little bit about it as this infusion is taking place for all of us. As we fill the cup within ourselves, it is able to overflow to the world. Assimilation, inpouring of wisdom from above, this bottle brings more light into all aspects of the personality, and it connects one with their incarnational star. The main theme is assimilation and wisdom on all levels. The spiritual level beneficial for bringing more light into all personality aspects. Allows the individual to take in life energy, and this bottle supports one to reveal one's own truth. Can lead to right speech, right action, right life. It establishes access to wisdom from the path. On the mental level, balances logic and intuition, improves ability to care for self and others, helps the user attain what he or she wants and needs, and also to take responsibility for the consequences resulting from satisfied desires. The emotional level brings happiness, enables the person to overcome blockages in the solar plexus, and opens the user to joy and fun. The affirmation: I search for and find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So this Orsoma bottle will continue to assist us and our processes throughout the session and beyond. So remediating the cover-up of our true nature, bringing our true nature to the light of day, to the dawn of our consciousness, restoring strength to a lax trail of evidence to support our higher will, intervention on our behalf. Personalizing our priorities to that which is within ourself. Natural override to protect the gall. Leaving no stone unturned in our quest for our internal search for the treasure within. And committing to this quest for the treasure within. Initiating, activating our golden infinity essence. Awakening its call for immediacy, restored to the path, and 100% involvement in our commitment and follow through to our path. Implementing a resources restoration awakening the awareness that everything that we need is already within ourselves. Great, so at this time let's go ahead and do a little bit of remediation on the tendency, habit, and I guess I want to call it programming. There's a better word for it somewhere. We'll see if it pops up. Programming to search outside of ourselves. Great. So that takes us to healing point number 3. We're going to do a healing of jealousy and envy decoys, used as a substitution for knowing where our pain comes from, what it's about, origination source. So we're now deploying healing interventions in those directions. Great, so we're going to do a healing of the intense energy charge of these mind detouring constructs and the hold that they have over us. So clearing intense charge. And the hold that these mind detouring constructs have over us. Healing the seduction, the allure that these emotions and mind detouring constructs have over us. Healing avoidance of pain. Healing negligence of posturing. And healing jealousy and envy as an avoidance and distraction from taking the leap to self-discovery. At this time, let's do an entity attachment clearing, specifically those entity attachments that are invested in our taking these detours from our self-discovery. Those energy attachments that are invested and benefit from our being separated from ourselves. going to spend a little more time on this. Initiating a clearing of fear of the unknown. We actually want to infuse a sense of peaceful calm at our undertaking, the leap, the quest in the direction of the unknown. But it's not a blind leap. When we connect with our golden infinity essence within, we are informed, we are given direction, we are told where to go quite clearly. So we're enhancing our ability to put our trust in that. Restoring faith in this deep golden part of ourselves. We are kindling smart investment in deliberately knowing the inherent posturing from within, informed from above. Great, so we're going to go ahead and move on to healing point number 4, healing the pain and the byproducts that come from jealousy and envy. The emptiness and never-ending battle for fulfillment from pursuing avenues that are wrong for us in the first place. Healing dead ends to our soul's progression. And bringing in the light, illuminating the awareness, understanding, and the joy in turning back from these dead ends, from these wrong avenues. We can always turn back. Is the new voice that is settling into our hearts. Great. So we're going to spend a little bit of time doing some heart cleansing on this emptiness, feeling of lack, and the never-ending battle for fulfillment from pursuing avenues that are wrong for us. Doing a heart healing of emptiness, healing the pain of separation from our friends, families, loved ones, people we respect and admire, when we indulge in jealousy towards them. When we indulge, we separate ourselves from those we care about, those we respect, love us. Healing our erroneous mental pictures that tell us that we and our lives are deficient and need something to change on the outside in order for us to finally be happy. Bringing in this inner illumination to occur. Healing the guilt and shame of feeling jealousy and envy. When we allow ourselves to indulge in jealousy and envy and the thoughts around those feelings, we feel deeply ashamed of ourselves, whether we consciously are aware of this or not. So let's go ahead and clear feeling guilt and shame that come from indulging in jealousy and envy. Bringing in a massive healing for the heart with respect to these. Bringing in forgiveness to the self, understanding to the self, to our hearts, and welcoming new outcomes for our lives that have a foundation in the love that we have for ourselves and others. Sending warm, positive wishes to those we have harmed by our negative thoughts. Sending them our prayers for happiness and fulfillment. And allowing ourselves to also receive these positive prayers as well. So we're now bringing our session to a close. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to Pure Soul Alchemy with Gabriella. I highly recommend that you listen to this session repeatedly. This will deepen the effects of the session and take your healing further with each replay. For more info, visit www.puresoulalchemy.com. This is Gabriella Espinosa. Have a wonderful day.